Okay, this is going to be a little different from previous videos. This time, I'm going to do a playthrough of Tormented Souls. I first played this back in 2023, really liked it, got all the achievements on two separate platforms, PC and PS5, with the sequel on the way this year, October 23rd. For preparation, without further ado, let's go. Man, it's been such a long while since I last played this. Played the heck out of the sequel's demo. Finished it twice.
A letter for me? I never receive letters.
Unfortunately, it wasn't my Amazon package. Instead, I got, well, this. And now, a painful headache. Great.
It's been 2 weeks since I received that letter from the Wildberger Hospital. Since then, I haven't been fine. I can't get out of my head the image of those little girls. I can't sleep. And when I am able to fall asleep, it's only to dream horrible nightmares. I need to know what's going on. What's the meaning of all of this? I'm going to the Wildberger Hospital in hopes of finding some answers about this strange photo. I need to know what's going on.
Well, that's the worst way to wake up to after being suddenly knocked out. Even worse, your other eye is gone. For this playthrough, I am not gonna get all the journals. Noted. We're definitely not going through that dark hall without some sort of light. Actually... yeah. But for this playthrough, I'll be sticking with the original. I'm gonna get that half key on first. That's what we need. Now for this playthrough, I'm going to be using the secret weapon that has been added in the Halloween update, if I remember correctly. You won't even know it until you beat the game after the update, which you'll see when we get there. Alright, let me refresh my memory of this. Well then. For story, I am not going to fight it with the 3 burst. Besides, we need to go turn on the generator. Now we can get the other half. Damn it. You know, when I attempt the no healing run for the achievement, the acid spares are a bit annoying. Sure, something would happen. Nah, I'm joking. Now we enter the other world. At least, that's what it looks like. We'll be back for that door way later. Got what we need. Sure, nothing is wrong here. Ah, yes. The main hall, while playing one of the best soundtracks in the game. Now, let's do a quick look around. We just gotta get 3 key items for this, which we'll gradually get as we go on. Alright, let's start here. Let's take care of those acid spitters. Keep note of that fridge. We'll see then. That acid will be important very soon. Now I'm gonna get rid of that guy to help with the backtracking. Specifically for that computer. Gonna need that. We'll be back to that battery charger later. We'll soon be getting a shotgun. Other than a journal, going to the public restroom won't be necessarily. Here's half of what will be gained soon. To save time for the backtracking, this tape player will play a huge role as we progress, and one of the keys to get the best ending, also known as the canon ending. Those knights do look like that they're going to swing, but don't worry, not those knights. This is related to the computer that I mentioned early, but we're not there yet to do it. Alright, to solve this, you have to knock in a specific rhythm of a statue's heartbeat. Now, let me backtrack to show you. Alright, let's go back. There we go. Hold on, let me lure him here. Get fucked. After finding that in your soup, you're still fine to continue eating it? Oh well, that's his problem. We're gonna need that bolt. Gonna be coming back for that bolt in a minute. And now, the last map piece in the game. I want you guys to take a look. Been conserving a lot of nails with the shoot them down and melee while they're down strategy. I have over 100 nails. There is an achievement to get by getting 5 medkits. There is 7 in total, so it's not hard to get. Alright, let's go get that bolt. Be sure to use this to hold the elevator open, otherwise it will close itself. And when it closes, we have to take a trek back to the 2nd floor, and we don't want that. Heck, there's even a note that gives you a hint. There it is, a handcrafted shotgun that shoots one shot at a time, but it's got some spread and definitely power. This hint is one of my favorites due to its creativity. It's basically hinted at what we need to do in that room. Turn the lights off. Gonna do some Metal Gear right here. Unlucky. Anything here? Alright. Sneak attack. Hold up. Alright. That can't be good. Getting closer to one of my personal favorite puzzles in the game. Not gonna lie, this heavily got me on my first playthrough. Okay, we need to backtrack all the way to the generator. It's gonna be one heck of a backtrack. Now we can cross the water and flip that switch to turn off the electric. I think there's a path where we can go straight close to the generator. Yep, this is it. I'll lock this as a heads up. The soundtrack sure is tensing up. You know, I have plenty of ammo. I'll just not finish them off with a melee for a while. Yeah, I know you're there. Come on. Now we can use the tape player. To simply put it, we time travel to the past, based on the time and location on the tapes. Now, let's see if I still got this. First try. She sure looks familiar to Caroline, other than on the photograph. Let's melt those chains, for the present time.
Anna, you have to listen to me. I need you to trust me.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Anna, listen to me.
Now Anna doesn't trust her. Well, great. We return to the present, and bingo, the cell is open. And obtain the master key. Basically, it's honestly the coolest key I've seen for a survival horror. And there's 4 doors that can only be opened with it. Let's see, those are for a weapon that we don't have yet, and a battery. Alright, it's like playing Tetris, just use the right shape to fit. I'm going to be honest, this hint slash puzzle confused me on my first playthrough. For the simple fact that it just doesn't click with me. Like, it doesn't really highlight of what the hint actually means. To sum this up, you have to count how many lines are connected to the dot for each of the squares. Only found that out right after looking it up. Jeez, I still remember reading that journal that's right next to the register many times carefully. That just gives me nothing. Time to play Simon Says. A bag of type A blood in the soda vending machine. Damn it, was hoping for some Pepsi. Out of my way. Put the pieces back together. Correctly though. More shells. And the second tape. This one is pretty neat. It's just the number of sides of the shapes. And that's the last door for the key. Now let's look around a bit. Jeez, his arm is just ripped off. Alright, this is the weapon that we're looking for. But not until in a minute. Back to the other world. No, wait, sir, please. Alright, you wanna come towards me? Gonna need plenty of shells for the later game. We'll be right back there in a minute. I hereby sends you to death. Oh, wait. There we go. Now, time to fix that arm. There, all better.
Thank you, Father. I'm sure this will...
God be with you, child.
Here it is. Now we don't have to pull out the lighter to get through the dark. And always be able to fire off the enemies. Got me thinking of Silent Hill 2, which is a huge reference. Nothing here. Now back to the normal world. We'll definitely be saving this till the later game. I'm gonna take them out. Save the trouble for the backtracking. Gonna save real quick. Now we can go through this when we previously couldn't. Piss off. Well, that's unfortunate. Do you mind? Alright, got everything I need. He sure had a bad time. At that point, there's at least 4 acid spitters in the main hall. I'm going to take them out. You technically only have to worry about 3 of them. Alright, time to place those key items. There are 3 things to do. After that, it'll be the last time we'll be going through these rooms. Note that the hints are on the disk drive though. To the library I go. For the heads up. And that's the only use for the disk drive. What are you doing here? Get out of here. There it is, the most non-threatening chaser. You all will soon see why. Well, according to his last journal, he actually got poisoned. That's the door we need to backtrack to. Let's get going. Look, this is how you deal with the chaser. Now that's taken care of. Anything else here? No? Alright. Back to the office. Don't know how it's possible, but Caroline manages. At this point, we have no further use of looking at our map for the pumping rooms till further beyond. It's all visual memorization. Alright, this is the last of the 3 key items that we need. Now we got that done, time to go through into the depths of the mansion. Just in case, I highly recommend to save at this point. Trust me, it's for the optional puzzle for the best ending. Even the developers put out warning signs. This puzzle in particular gave me the most trouble on my first playthrough. For starters, you cannot escape this loop until you solve it, or load your last save. There's a story to read at the bottom side of the room, and you have to figure out by entering through one of 4 doors by either the door's material, 4 basins, or 4 direct compass on the floor, judging based on the words as you read. To save the headache, I am not going to go in depth. I always have the solution in front of me as I'm doing this, every time. However, it is necessary for a key item to get the best ending, even if it's optional. Foreshadowing, I see. Get rid of that guy. Stocking up real good on shells. Time to traverse through the sewers. Gonna need to be mindful about nails for the finale. Unlocking an important shortcut. Getting close to the final area. What an artist. Alright, I'm gonna have to start using other weapons at some point. Wait, I remember something else being at the final area. This will be the last time that we'll be using the lighter. And lo and behold, it's our bedroom. As if there's something have to do with the other side. Hinting perhaps?
What?
Look at the combination one more time. Okay. I know exactly where we need to go.
Oh. Oh, oh, my head. Oh. Oh, my head.
To quickly summarize, playing that music box had unlocked suppressed memories to reveal that Caroline is one of the twin girls on the photo. She is Emma, the one who fell off the bridge 14 years ago, leaving her sister Anna behind that had been suffering alone. So our new goal is to open the vault and save Anna, hopefully. And William's body is gone. Wonder what happened. The last tape. Yeah, turns out Caroline's the one that took her own eye. Though it is a needed sacrifice. You know, looking at this, due to how neat it looks, it makes me wonder of how long has Caroline been unconscious. Changing tapes as a heads up. Now off to the vault. Well, a dead end. Guess it was all for nothing. So we thought. How does he know?
Grandfather Noah? Now I remember you.
Oh God, you have your memories back.
Yeah, Noah is the twisted antagonist.
Hey, wait! Where do you think you're going?
He basically wanted to sacrifice Caroline and her sister to bring life to some entity that he claims as the savior. So now we need to go after him. The lock we obtained from the start can be used to get to the final area. Off we go.
I don't know what terrors I'll face below, but if Anna is there, I will find her, no matter what.
Alright, let's get through the bunker. Going to need to find all three of those. I'll operate that once I found everything. Let's start using this. Luckily, I'm in the loop. Let's go find the last screw. Alright, got them all. Don't need to fight them. There's one last thing to get, which will be at this direction. Alright, time to head back. Going to keep my words on the nails. Good. More nails. Definitely need to unlock this gate. Open this up. Alright, let's operate these pipes. Now we can head downstairs. Fuel up this generator with blood, apparently. Here he is, and the chaser.
Emma, my dear granddaughter, get her. Prepare the twins for the blood offering.
Alright, let's take those guys out. With only 2 shotgun shells, geez, I don't think I've ever done that before. Anyways, this key item is going to be a big thing for us towards the very end. Now let's get some resources. Here, have your medicine. Don't worry, that means it's working. Yep, turns out the chaser was our twin sister Anna this whole time. Unfortunately, she didn't make it. This is the final key item that we need. Last save point. You know, when I did a no save run, I have over 20 tapes. This time, there's no turning back. Just like in the picture frame, that being heart is the entity that Noah was talking about.
So, you killed those fools?
Now, the final boss. Thankfully, I saved those nails. And we repeat that 2 more times. One more. And that's it.
It's over, Noah. How many girls were sacrificed for that thing? Those bastards won't hurt anyone ever again.
This is honestly my favorite moment in the entire game. It's just a great way to say that you're at the very end of the game, especially the soundtrack. It's not over yet. There's one last thing to do. Remember the bolt cutter?
Anna, I came back for you.
You cut the chain!
I told you I would get you out of here. Now, we need to escape to a safer time.
A time?
I mean, a place where we are safe.
If I remember the basic rules of time traveling correctly, this could lead to possible consequences later down the road, even with the intention to give her sister a second chance. Wow, this whole place is a mess now. Alright then, Anna, let's get out of here. There we have it, the best ending, aka the canon ending.
Anna, I'm aware that my actions were wrong. Once you find out the truth, I hope you can forgive me. Anna.
And that's the end. Such a great game. I still give it an A tier, if you all have watched my Heartworm review. The only critique that I had is that some of the puzzles are a little too obscure, such as the loop room. The cash register is a little obscure, but it's not bad. I only understood it when I look it up. All the rest of the puzzles, on my first playthrough, I managed to figure them out on my own. Personally, I always play on modern when it comes to survival horror games. However, there are times when the camera changes, the movement would have a little hiccup for a moment. A little annoyance, but not a deal breaker. Keep in mind, this is actually one of the few actual survival horror games that I have ever played. There's the hint right there, for the 3-burst weapon. Took me less than 3 hours to beat. That'll be it. There are technically 2 other endings to get, but that's if you want to get all the achievements. Man, I'm absolutely excited for the sequel. Cannot wait.